Welcome to This Is the Day with me, Bo Janzi.
And I, Drew Crisp.
The two of us.
That's right.
Here, wishing you a day. You can't really wish somebody a day. It's just a day.
Just a day.
Can't wish it. It's there.
Yep.
It came. So we're in it.
We're in it.
We're having a day.
You said the two of us, and so at first I did this, and then I was going to go with this one. Two over here, and then two, but then that's
four.
That's four. One of you has to sit down. One of you has to sit down.
No, two of you have to sit down.
Two of you have to sit down.
Okay.
All right.
There we go.
All right.
Okay.
Sorry.
Glad we cleared that up.
Yes. Yes. We can't tell them to have a day that's good or bad or desolate.
I will say also that I was glad that you put it down in a pair and didn't go one from each hand, because that could have gone. That could have been like. All of a sudden they're like, hey!
Shut it off, shut it off!
Hey, I did not tune in for that, sort of.
We are
crassity.
Experiencing technical difficulties. Yep.
All right, well, this is the day. It may not be the day you wanted or the day you would have planned for, but it's the day you got, so have a day.
Have a day.
Just like we don't know what's in these envelopes. 3 of them. 1, 2, 3. A little fear and trepidation.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Never quite know what we're going to get, so we're going to draw an envelope.
Yep.
And explore its contents.
That's it.
Okay.
Bo, would you like me to pick them?
Yeah, please.
Okay.
I can't do it.
I'm going far reach.
Paralyzed with fear.
Much like the humor that's going to come out of this, it's far reaching. I don't know what that was. Sorry. What if?
What if?
What if?
What if?
What if?
What if?
Okay, so here are the rules. A what if question will be on the back of this card here. And we must give a not so realistic explanation on what if, okay? Some can be realistic answers, but we're creating a new reality.
I'm always realistic in my answers.
Okay.
Okay, what if?
What if electricity wasn't discovered? What if electricity wasn't discovered? Would someone else have discovered it? Like, why? Would it be like a more modern in our lifetime? What if?
Okay. What if electricity had not been discovered? I think if electricity had not been discovered and then harnessed and utilized and, with all the things that we have today, I think we would have advanced much faster.
Okay.
I think electricity has held us back. People think, like, oh, wow, this is such a great thing. It's so amazing. But I think it's really handicapped us as a culture, as a people, and as civilization. And if that had not happened, I figure by now we would have time travel.
For sure.
Teleportation.
For sure.
This electricity thing just kind of shut us down in our ability to think creatively.
For sure.
And find new solutions, and we depend on it far too much. That's what I think. What do you think?
Yeah, because simply, I'm with you on this, simply in that we have the light bulb then keeps us awake, and we're not within rhythm of, the sun and the moon. We have to create our own false suns that we obey, and then we stay up and we try to do more, I can do more, I can type, it's just too much.
It's too much.
If we would have let all of that go, we could tap into the true
creative potential.
That's right.
True story. This is not even electricity changed sleep patterns.
Come on now.
Facts.
Yeah.
So you can discover it in older writings that were published pre-electric light, where there was this thing called second sleep. You had first sleep and second sleep, and it would just be casually referred to because that was what everybody did. Like you weren't staying up. You had some lanterns and stuff, but you weren't reading. Right. You weren't staying up. It's dark. What are we gonna do? We're gonna go to sleep. Yeah. But you wouldn't sleep that long. You'd wake up. People would have a snack.
Right.
Maybe walk around a little bit. That was when there were a lot of babies. A lot of babies were made.
Absolutely.
During that little interlude. And then you go back to sleep, and then when the sun rose, you got up.
Yeah. I love it that people are like, they must have been so bored. It's like, what are you talking about? They wrote masterpieces. Like, have you heard symphonies? Like, he wasn't bored. He was making
sitting there, You know, like 2 in the morning, you're sitting there going, all right, well, I've already been asleep for 7 hours. All right, I'm up. Like, all right, here we go.
Let's do this.
And then I'm going to go back to sleep, and, you know, for another 3 hours till the sun comes up.
Here I am at 2 in the morning, you know, just scrolling. What is going on?
Yeah.
Electricity.
Yeah, I feel like it's really shut down our ability to develop.
Yeah. I love that had there not been electricity, Bo, this is not happening, right? I mean, they're not seeing our show or, you know, the show.
They could just teleport to wherever we could, wouldn't have to be
we don't
broadcast.
This is the day, teleporting live. Yeah.
Thanks, electricity. Thanks, Benjamin Franklin.
Yep.
Thanks, Thomas Edison.
That's right.
Should have listened to Tesla.
You give Tesla some, you got to give Tesla some love.
He was a genius. All right, enough of that. How about a verse of the day? Our verse of the day comes from James chapter 2, verse 19.
Love James.
It says, you believe that there is one God? Good. Even the demons believe that and shudder. Well, okay.
Okay.
Let's read that again. You believe that there is one God? Good. Even the demons believe that and shudder.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
What's jumping out at you there, Drew?
All right. So there seems to be a little bit of maybe some satire in the voice, you know, like it's taking for granted. Like, you believe in that one God? No, that's good.
It's like, duh.
Duh.
Yeah.
Right, yes.
That's obvious.
Yeah, I think it's interesting that even those who don't choose to follow the will still recognize the supremacy and authority of God. I've always found that pretty fascinating. Like, this is just true. This is just reality. And I'm not in his army, but
there's a force that is greater than me.
Right.
I am not the pinnacle of all existence. There is something outside of me that is greater than me. You know, and to declare there is no God or, you know, any of that. I mean, the amount of faith and work that takes, I mean, that's a lot of work to try to maintain that kind of thought process. But to recognize, oh wait, there is something greater than me. Okay, well, yeah, that's pretty obvious. It's pretty obvious to everyone. Even the demons know that, believe that, and shudder because they have a pretty good idea of who this God is. And, you know, in the context there in the book of James, it's talking about faith and works, you know, working hand in hand, like saying, you know, what? Well, I have faith, I believe, you know, I say this, that's enough. No, that it goes hand in hand. Faith always leads to action. So, like, we are saved by grace through faith, and it's not from ourselves. It's a gift of God, not by works, so no one can boast. It's Ephesians 2:8 and 9. But the very next verse, Ephesians 2:10 says, for we are God's workmanship, created in Christ Jesus to do good works, which God's prepared in advance for us to do. So, like, to really believe, to really have faith, will then also lead into action that demonstrates that faith. Yeah.
There's something interesting in this idea that, like, putting my faith into action may look a little bit like bringing fear into a reality, that, like, to fear God and keep his commandments, this reverence that I have for his ability to be authority, right? I mean, that the demons maybe saw something in their reality a little bit different than maybe I see it, and because they had that, they shuddered, right? I don't know the last time I shuddered, you know, if I truly understand the power and authority God has, but also understand his love and grace, have a full picture of who he is. That's whatever that's going to do. It's going to cause worship and reverence and awe towards God. That's a big rambling there, Bo. But
no, I wasn't rambling at all.
It's interesting that they see something and that makes them shudder. And to walk in faith would mean I fully have a grasp of who God in totality is. You know.
Well, at least even, I mean, at a base level, maybe not in totality either, but the majesty, the power, the authority. You know, what we see from even creation as we look at what has been made is revealing these things about the Creator that tell all of us, oh, that's not me. You know, I'm not making a blade of grass.
Right.
I can't make something out of nothing. But God has. He spoke it into existence, and this is what he's created. And there is a shudder, and it can be a shudder like, you know, that kind of healthy reverent fear, or like maybe in the demons it could be a repulsive, fear, because there's a choice there. But I think for us, there's this like, whoa, like even being shook, like, yes, And then it gets even better when, okay, now this God, what he wants is me, and I was created in his image to be in a relationship with him. And it's like, what is God? I spent some time looking at the mountains recently, and I was just like, what are you, God, that you're mindful of me? That I can even sit here and talk to you? Like, what is this? This is beyond my comprehension, but thank you.
Yes. So that today maybe we would go to James 2 or like to Psalm 8 and begin to understand like who this God truly is.
Yeah.
And who are we in light of that, but that he chooses us.
We're his most prized of creation.
His workmanship,
Yeah, he'll answer that.
He'll answer that.
Ask him, say, what am I that you're mindful of me? Yeah.
That's beautiful.
This is the day. Have a day.